machina but mwala ishwa wonde land up like any ndishe ko rimbo wa upon dexter share. You know the desperation of these people and their lies being told. I'm just like ono muku tuli magoki patamwa obufi wonse tule mimaka na tumimaka tule mimaka imwe mwe balebe po bufi lekeni if you kula be po bufi kuchwa win election no bufi we lekeni if you no lies guys. Ngama mfafio bufi wangu mwanchitako nana. Queen Pumi, what's going on here? Taturefuayo bufi. I'm sharing guys, but therefore could show Rimbo before we get started. I'm in a happy mood. I'll be happy. From now onwards, I'm happy guys. I am happy. Today, that's your swearing ceremony. Tufunya po ba view once government. View once only government got to go. Okay. To Alaya Badong Baline, guys. Chiten share. But TikTok, what's happening? Only 31 people. Be serious. At least by Facebook, we change to figure 200. Apa to the fire man numbers. Where ulele buka? Muka la muleli shemi bali tweba kali achimurusaka ni moliza minkonono. Si moliza minkonono murusaka. Uleli shemi minkonono ba misendere chipani. Election baiba para olerisho munkonono election nabeba simogona mulusaka nimogona one linso one eye open mulusaka simogona minkono uliza minkono no mulusaka bale ibe fipani Dodge whoever, rest in peace, Danny Crazy. Dodge whoever.
Mama so mone chatirika omujile watampa wale puka mona chalo tule mamona kopa wikela wina bonse pulopa na kwata kwena bondika pulonga na kwangala na ana munda wanda ajiti to chalo kengo na itanga muketo noke nomsewo tikala mo ulanda kwina karema tole kalo kulanda chilo mama pimba mona kopa kama na kuloma mopale dimbo jikushika modo muntu ifa mo kuzomola ne pipushi don't screw Johnny kukala lopo aila Dipuloma mufaila ya labola Mukupa enchi tumushiku waila Mamwika kashi jitolwanila Mayo alalwanilila kumushi Muchipatala tamwa bale miti Metila ita ya shota kwa chula Pamuchipesu papole itala Maleta ya parameni ya kam Impumu maila sana faka Yetimani ramsofeti kayo Itenge mapela boka mayo Awikala mahepe waikala Awikala mahepe wachula Awikala mahepe waikala Awikala mahepe wachula Atanchu betikayo Itenge mapela boka mayo Awikala mahepe waikala Awikala mahepe chula. Katane tu mania kapi, nangu venga tu bola ola na mapi, nani kwata shea pasera. Atonchi kumeba, atonchi kumeba, atonchi kumeba, ila ila. Atonchi kumeba, ila. Afrika tane tu mania kapi, nangu venga tu bola ola na mapi, nani kwata shea paseti andi, nkapila popantine patari. Machicha, Batokota, Ishimaini, Shimefamo, Ramuntu, Ikaputulaifa, Shimabrekani, Unasi,
Okay, thank you everybody. We are here. A lot of new followers on the page. Welcome all the new followers. We are on YouTube, so if you missed any of the lives, we post them on YouTube. Follow Queen Pumi on YouTube. The topic of the day, as usual, from now onwards until August 13, is to promote Makebi Zulu, make him a household name. So congratulations to Honorable Makebi Zulu for scooping the PF presidency. We thank Balubinda for enabling the process and gallantly accepting the loss. It wasn't easy, you know. He's an incumbent, a senior PF member, and yeah, so we have seen Balubinda shake hands with Makebi. We have seen Makebi reaching out to the opposition. That's what we want. We want a united opposition to remove this view once government. So thank you so much. We are here to preach unity, but at the same time, we will not turn a blind eye to the lies. We are going to expose the propaganda. And the other thing which came out today is that there was a news that Tasila Lungu, Honorable Tasila Lungu, former MP for Chawama, had joined the Tonse FTD Alliance. And today that has been put to rest when there was a TV interview where she said she had not joined the Tonse. And if you have not listened to it, it's on my page. But I can also play it here. Let me play it here as well. So you listen to Honorable Tasila Lungu saying that she has not accepted the offer to be a youth chairperson with Tonse. But with Tonse, they have been going and saying that she has accepted the appointment. So that's another lie which have been put to rest today. So Honorable Tarsila has said she has not accepted that appointment to Tonse, and let me play the video so that we back everything with facts. We back everything with facts. We don't want any lies. People to be fed with lies. So let me just connect to my Bluetooth and play that the audio from Honorable Madam Tarsila Lungu saying she did not accept the appointment. Yes. Because we need to speak the truth so we do not mislead the people and so that the people can vote on the truth. It is important that Zambians can vote on the truth. Yes. So, let me play that audio. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. Okay, we are playing the audio from Madam Tarsila where she said she has not accepted the appointment by FDD Tonse. Yeah, she has not accepted the appointment. So I'm just putting in the audio. It's right here.
Okay, I'm very much okay. Yeah, just a flu, but I'm fine. Thank you.
We're just having a chat with your deputy here, Mr. Mwanza, on quite a number of issues. But he just confirmed with us that you indeed are the chairperson for youths within the Tonse Alliance. There was a lot of speculation on whether or not you had accepted this particular appointment. So is it safe to confirm that you indeed are the chairperson of the Tonse Alliance?
I have not confirmed because of my position and what I'm going through right now. So, of course, Jason is deputizing. Yeah, that's why you haven't heard from me. I thank you so much for the.
Okay. Network is not too good at the moment, but we'll leave it here for now. We hope to speak with you further soon, and we wish you a quick recovery.
So much. Good night.
All right, have a good night.
So that
okay, I'm very much okay. Yeah, just a flu, but I'm fine. Thank you.
We're just having a chat with your deputy here, Mr. Mwanza, on quite a number of issues. But he just confirmed with us that you indeed are the chairperson for youths within the Tonse Alliance. There was a lot of speculation on whether or not you had accepted this particular appointment. So is it safe to confirm that you indeed are the chairperson of the Tonse Alliance?
I have not confirmed because of my position and what I'm going through right now. So, of course, Jason is deputizing. Yeah, that's why you haven't heard from me. I thank you so much for the.
Okay. Network is not too good at the moment.
Okay, so there you are. We've heard for yourself from Honorable Madam Tarsila Lungu saying she has not confirmed that appointment in FDD Tonse. We are here to fact check the truth. And we wish Madam Tarsila a quick recovery, and we thank her for taking the time to come and explain, make it clear the air. Another thing which is happening, we have heard all this noise about PF who is legitimate or not legal convention. As they are saying, let us leave legalities to the lawyers if we are focusing on legitimate. The PF convention was legitimate. All the candidates, in fact, they paid the 200. From there, they paid the 50,000. From there, they were on the ballot. So how can you same people who paid these presidential candidates who paid the 200,000, then they paid the 50,000, come and start saying it was illegal? If it was illegal, you would not have paid that 200, you would not have paid the 300, the 500, the 50,000, and then you would have asked the PF to remove your name on the ballot. So once you lose, it was illegal. Nalesa. If Atishani, Nalesa, tefe bachitefyo. If you're tefyo, after what a bola. Baku nairo wari kuta washeta na mafupa after batawe bulyo bwari tabwachibo bwari shiride na eni na bumbi no, like you are senior members of the community as well as of the political party. Some of these statements being issued by these people is worrying, because these people, they paid 200,000, they salary 50,000, and they were on the ballot. They were in meetings to prepare for this convention all along. They were part of the process. Some of these people who lost even had the privilege to have the name of the delegates who were voting, and our candidates didn't. So let us be mature in the way we practice politics. You obliged, you participated, you paid the fees, you were in the planning meetings and everything. There was a whole electoral commission of gallant men and women, highly credible men and women in our legal fraternity. Retired judges and justices were part of that electoral process. And then today, because you lost that, it was not a legitimate way. Nalesa.
Come 13th of August, look at the confidence I have. This confidence can only be likened to a confidence of a honey badger.
Yeah, I understand that.
We are beating him on 13th of August 2026. This year, this man is leaving State House.
Are you saying that the UPND government will be a once-off type of administration?
This is the same as what we call, is it one view?
A view once.
A view once. This is the view once government. It's a view once government. And imagine on a view once picture, you see very disturbing things. This is exactly what is happening. On this view once, we've seen very disturbing things. But I can assure you, the Zambian people must know we are coming. Come 13th of August, look at the confidence I have. This confidence can only be likened to a confidence of a honey badger.
Yeah, I understand that.
We are beating him on 13th of August 2026. This year, this man is leaving State House.
Are you saying that the UPND government will be a once-off type of administration?
This is the same as what we call, is it
View once only, Our church is the best description. I see you. Salute, Ambassador. I'm honored to have you in the audience today. So yeah, so view once only, guys. Abaniwa view once only. So yeah, view once only. Welcome, Uncle Jay. We are here. We are loaded full force. We are coming full force until August 13 to ensure checks and balances, no propaganda. You know, any lie that come, we shall be busting it. So we have the lie of that Tasila being FDD Tonse youth chairperson has been busted. So she is not. You heard from herself. She is not. And we wish her quick recovery. Then that is the Secretary General, this Honorable Celestine Mukandila, also speaking that with confidence, and we are here. It's a full team. We have to reach everyone in the villages, in the cities, all the 8 corners of Zambia. We need to tell the people, kilo ya fela. And another lie which we need to bust today is the lie that PF, has been dissolved or whatever lie they are saying. Help me with this. The lie that they are saying is that Chabinga has taken over PF, and then Balubinda Makebi has formed a new political party called the Pamozi. And then they saying that there is this person who is saying that he is now taken over all the PF structures because Balubinda Makebi have formed a new political party called Pamozi Hotel, and Chabinga government has given Chabinga the papers to PF. So that's another lie from the pit of hell. People are confused, Mumishumu, and I have someone in the audience who can explain their encounter with someone who was lied to in these by these unscrupulous people peddling lies that Balubinda and Makebi has formed a new political party called Pamozi Hotel. Badasin, welcome. Uncle Joseph's, if you can let Badasin, I know he's at work. He joins when he's on a break. So if you can let him come in and you can come after. Badasin, you are on mute.
You are dancing. Can you get me now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the thing is this, Queen Pum. First and foremost, I'll ask I was listening to EMV. There was that lady Tanya, and Tanya messed up by trying to lie to say we need to vote back UPND. She was saying everything good, but when she said that, that's why she lost the audience of people. Because at the end of the day, she was saying, no, let's give chance to these guys. They have worked so well. Let's give them another 5 years. For me, when I asked a question to say, if you can tell us one specific thing that they have scored, and then she said 5 years is now, that's when things are neutralizing. Do you, Queen Pum, you know where you are in the US? The president is only given 90 days to prove whatever promises they were doing to fulfill them. They don't wait for 5 years. Secondly, you see, the propaganda of UPND, if you've noticed, all the people that are supporting UPND, ever since Makebi was elected, now Batina, just look at this guy who is in Malaysia now. He's everywhere. Everyone knows the truth. Apanumba, like you're saying, let's counter them with the truth. There's only one PF, and this one PF is what is people, and you know, they used to say, no, let them go to convention. They are confused. They don't have anything to do. They have shown them that how democratic they are. Actually, you know what, Queen Pumu, people should be asking, when is UPND going to their convention? Because as at now, that president who is under UPND is not even going to be eligible if they don't go to the convention. You know, the thing is, let's not forget, ECZ set rules to kill the opposition. But the same rules, they didn't know that it can kill them. So our question today that we should be asking is not about PF. When is UPND going to hold their convention to elect the person that is going to stand? Because as at now, their mandate ended in February. But for us, people that are supporting Makebi, they have shown us to say Makebi was voted. The spirit of confusion. Today I was looking at Makebi and what he's doing. He went to see Given Luwinda. He went to see Ali Kalaba. Yesterday he was seeing Mayowa Inonge winner. You can see a sense of good fresh air in what he's doing. And we will not allow anyone. You know, the people have got the final say. Queen Pumu, you've got the final say. Whether you like it or not, how many people listen to you? You've got the voice to tell the people the truth, to say, Mbane, mwila konke fi, ofi abantu balebe, batien to konke uyuma Makebi Zulu. And that's now our job, Queen Pumu, to try to educate people that if you are ofi awe, mingalantona shipwa, apatien number 3, August, let us vote for the right person. I submit. Thank you, Queen Pumu.
Thank you. Thank you. But Dasin for allowing but Joseph for allowing Dasin to jump you. Go ahead, but Joseph.
That's good. Actually, I just want to add on what Dasin has said. You know, From where we started from, just a little bit of history, and people of Zambia are always clever and intelligent. I think we've never moved our eyes from the real PF. We are today here because our eyes were still focused on the real PF. Real PF never changed. They tried so many things against PF, starting with Mao Sampa. When they saw that they lost it with Mao Sampa, they were no longer in good books. They changed, picked another idiot called Chalinga and gave him the papers, who calls himself a president against the constitution and the will of the PF members. That's the person they've been using. But the real PF has always remained, it has always remained intact. And what happened in the election and the choosing of Makebi Zulu as a president is testimony enough that you can never kill a good thing. No matter how much you try to do it, a good person will always rise. You can never use malice, you can never use any evil against a good person. In this case, there is nothing that PF did against UPND that they've actually worked day and night to make sure that they kill it. But it has failed. It failed with Christ. They did it. 30 day he rose again. They've tried to bury people that are good. It never works. Even in this is not going to work. What am I trying to say? What we are saying is that now we have a leader, people. We have a leader that has been given. Makebi Zulu is a person that has come to the fore. This is what we were waiting for the longest time, and we've been patient. I want to thank the Zambian people. We have been so patient, and eventually, against all odds, against all mingalatos, we have a leader that we can look to. We have a direction to follow now. Makebi is the man. Those of you that were in despair, even now going through challenges, not understanding what will happen tomorrow because of what the misery that this government has brought upon the nation of Zambia. We have a leader, we have hope now. We have hope now. Our tomorrow is better than what we are going through. There is a future. Please tell your grandmother, tell your brothers, those in villages, wherever you are, do not be lied to. We only have one PF, and this PF is the one that is being led by President Makebi Zulu. Let us support him. Let us give him all the support. Let us share. Let us tell everyone around that we know that yes, there is a leader. They used to say, no, there is no opposition in Zambia, no opposition in Zambia. The moment Makebi came onto the scene, I've seen demons manifest almost everywhere. Everywhere. You hear demons in Malaysia, they are manifesting wherever, whether it's UK, everywhere. Against this man, this is testimony enough. I've always told people, if people are throwing stones at you, just know that you matter. There are so many people that we have, but this man stands out. All I'm calling for is let us support Makebi Zulu. Let us support Makebi Zulu however you can. Banamayo mwebapa market, please. Irolwimbo mwale imba waturuwafu oyu wakatupera umbi nuyu winen Africa. A plan B. A plan B. Makebi is plan B that Edgar Chagwalungu spoke about. Don't worry about injection if why? Because they did it, they knew what this government is capable of doing. They are using people without direction. Afterwards, and they will face the law in future. So the truth of the matter, Makebi is the president of PF. Let us support him. Let me submit for now, Madam President.
Thank you, Josephs. Welcome, Frank Tembo. Before I give you the floor to Frank Tembo. I just want to emphasize on a few points that have been brought up. Point number one, by UPND, there is no 5 years, you know. 5 years, they had a 10-point plan, and out of that 10-point plan, they've already delivered education. They've delivered at maybe 30% of the 100%. Our country, Imisevo, on my page I've posted a road of that Kaleni road. You know, I always tell you, if you follow me, you know I share that I lived in Kaleni Mission. I lived there for a year. And I used to come, I lived there for a cousin, with a cousin who was posted at Kaleni Mission School. I lived there for a year, so I used to come for holidays. The road was gravel, but it was drivable. The only thing that, Kwadifie Ulukungu, even in the rainy season, the roads were graded, but not tarred. But if you see the Kaleni, the road going to Mwinilunga, to Ikelenge over there, Kutiwadira, we used to drive all the way to Kaleni. Gravel roads were they were graded every year. Bale to Machimazembe, Mumishi, Bale amkushita grade shiri emisebo. All the way kufuma Mwenilunga, kupita kulia katwishi tuma places to Monadidaba, kuliba chifu mwataka seya tuwa pitilira palia tuwa ya. Almost on the border to Angola. That's where I've lived. So when I speak here, I have been to a remotest part of Zambia. I even at one time, I met a friend. We went into Angola using the bush. That's why internet, if you have a passport, because people, they cross borders anytime. We crossed to Angola using a footpath. So bode ya panomba apatuafuma mu Zambia tuwaingira mu Angola. And when we came back through Congo. From Angola, we crossed to Congo, tuwaisabwera mu Zambia footpath. But I talk here because I have been to the remotest part of Zambia, and I have seen how a working government, even though we didn't even have the wealth as Tatwalina Kopana Godi today we're singing about. We didn't even have what is this sugilite, uranium, all these things, they were still not being mined. But our roads were graded. Ta road yale pira musolwezi. Up to somewhere there, is it Zambezi Teno, Fero March Tama Pasca Mamboko ya Mwinlunga Kudia. So nga mwaingira Mwinlunga road ni dust, but the road was tarred all the way into the deep at the mission. Tuale Yenda. I traveled myself. I traveled those roads. They were graded. But if you see the road today, Tuwadira. Ero muntu aisa mkulanda tumwapere 5 years. In the 5 years, they can't even grade the roads. These 5 years, UPND have never even graded some roads. And you have seen the roads which they are working on. You have seen the quality of work. The roads which they have been funded to build roads. Shire dirikachi bridge chapona. Umusewa baita grade, baibula fika shinga mala shanga ni spray, baita face spray. You know, it is a joke of a government, really, honestly. And for someone to sit there and say, give him another 5 years, after 5 years, is kind of insulting the intelligence of Zambians. You know, I'm not wishing to attack anyone, but I really get upset, especially with people who are in diaspora, who are in countries where leaders are held accountable, and then they are coming there to support a failed government. Eh? When we say change to funya abantu besmu chushi, uri diaspora, your road is tarred up to your doorstep. And you want to start and promoting a government which has failed even to tar a road, a major highway. Tatulelanda fi musebo wa mayanda. The road is tarred, dust bali paya. But if we are just saying the freeways, can we have reasonable freeways so that our people stop dying on the roads? This is all we are asking. These are the people who have collected NAPSA money. funded, a fully funded project up to now, and the quality of work is shoddy. They have not only failed to deliver, they have even failed to manage the projects which were fully funded by Zambian money. They have failed to manage those projects, select contractors who are qualified to build the misewesha kosa. I don't know babuka febale isala muri babluru babu baipera ma contract. Kwat kubuta. No. We say no. After 62 years of independence, Zambians, we can do better. And these people who are lying, PF bali pera kuni chavinga. Yes, I'm a paper bali pera kuni chavinga, but PF and the people belong to the Lubinda, now Makebi faction. Stop lying to the people and stop bringing confusion. Kabi if you're and leave the people alone. At least tell the truth. Landen if shinkata we to alfuma mu PF to join a party. Instead ukulabe po ufi ati uyoba Lubinda na Makebi bali panga new political party called the Pamozi Hotel. So in any never new president PF unkonkeni. What kind of confusion is this, you people? Yeah. What kind of confusion? Okay, you know what? Me at the point where I've reached, if you're going to say but I will call a spade a spade. It is wrong for you people to preach falsehoods, to deceive voters. It is deception of the highest order. And this is lying. And some of these people will be held accountable in the courts of law. These people, a day of reckoning is coming. Political party called Pamozi Hotel, Namakebi. When they know fully well the troubles what PF has been through. So we are here to fact check those people. Eveni abantu mumishimuma villagers bambio beshi befishinka, and the PF should offer this give an official statement on these lies, because there are people who are masquerading that they were the ones elected by the PF to be a PF president, when we know the legitimate faction is the Lubinda faction. And Lubinda has handed over power. He has conceded, not handed. He has conceded to defeat in the democratic process. That happened. So let us respect the Makebi presidency and let us defend him. And if you are watching this video, share this information and offer the people the right news. It is not right that people can be lying. Grown men and women to lie about in order to claim power. Like what Brebna said, these people who are desperate for power, they are dangerous. How dangerous can you be? How dangerous can you be? And how desperate can you be, some of you? And then naisakuli ababalela that yo Makebi mwaiche sana teke. Jesus Christ, his ministry started when he was 30 years. And he came to save the world. And he died. His mission ended at 33 years. Zambia is a Christian nation because of Jesus Christ. So how dare we even mock? That is blasphemy. If we can accept that to be Christian under a ministry of someone who was 30 years, Inga Makebi 44 years, why should we say Makebi Nana Achep? Achep Ashani. Even Mozart, for some of you, those of you who are in music, Mozart. Uriomu Lumendo, that Mozart, you are that Austrian musician. Mozart died at 34, but up to now, and he died a poor man. But Alelemba music, kukula playing in front of kings and queens. He was just a simple boy who was trained as a young man to play the violin and the piano and yeah. But Mozart built a name as a young man, and he died as a poor person. But after he died, his ministry was complete. Up to now, people are having orchestras playing Mozart music. Mozart started playing in the Balemu Center all over Europe. He traveled to play when he was 15. Read the story of Mozart. He is a great person, and you get inspiration. You get inspired when you know that, wow, age is not a defining factor. Age is not a reason why you can disqualify somebody. It was a capacity, mental capacity. Pantu bambiba kula fie. But mental capacity tabakwete. You know, some people, they have it in them. Leaders are born, they are not made. If you try to make a leader, that's why we are having disasters. Because we are having people who are self-made to claim to be leaders. Leaders are born. It is in them. You know? So I submit. Welcome back, Franklin. The floor is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. How are you, Mr. Joseph? How are you, Mr. Jason?
Good, all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supporting you, ma'am, what you're saying. And you know, Inguruna is Semuka. Inguruna is Semuka, yeah. And you know, she is Semuka. And they are still manifesting. Because, you know, that's why even Valungu Tavalala, you know, if Tavala leader, for Kanokula Panchi. But if for Valangi, Ichalo, Valangi Zambia, I want to watch the betray. Have you seen? Valungu Mfoya, where you are Kalipa. Yadi Wakalipa, Indian Foy. So if for Valangi Chalo Zambia, and Santo, our watch the betray. Like, you know, Wakampiongo. Yavyonzo fuambirisha nukulanda bashana tawe PF tishanteti kwate convention because mwandu chili mukoti. These, you know, these people, they are not meaning well for Zambia. They are not good leaders. Monf eva shitishi na balungu babina abantu bali. That's why panabe after Makebi our president tabachimwene bena bali mwati bali yangara. After wachimu na mbasha Makebi taking over olosha imanombe ngoma muri bena mbasha nawe before ba PF nishi Makebi ala bela sha Makebi tasha time ne pa PF mulandu wonzo onfwaye umulandu sha bampera umulandu abenango nga bonse pakwa koti yonse inguru nashima
tala muperi omulandu namwe imona I ballot eyo bachitirepo na tapali PF. There is no PF. Tapali PF ballot pepe party ballot elo bonzi ababali lipire vale bana muma meeting to plan that convention. So after walusa nomba titakwata go ahead my brother.
They have a PF. No. You know, apopo tufikiri nomba pashani sentiment FM mapepo. Ano kwambo kushitisha Makebi kubantu bonse chalo chonze chimwishire. President wesu Makebi Zulu yali profila fi. Because oko munyamana tingusha ali semba muleni kuli even kuli Nancy we want to support our Rubin. For that woman. That woman I'm going to shali 3 days ago on session and value my vote. Value my vote. Sir, they betrayed you. Sir, they betrayed you. And you want to make comments on my section on fishing. No, my sister. Let's move on. For PF and one family. But we know that value my vote. Value Shakukunga trade after Makebi Zulu. What you are saying, what you are playing now is the confusion. Let's support one leader. Our leader right now is Makebi Zulu. After for no mama comments, I want to edit area where the folk from PF and the folk where we know dating from because when I become sacrificing, son. So in English, I want to watch the Semuka. And if I want someone to Abaya shall now about my PF Abaya could have consequed Abakambo with a pan because what? Lesanasa and Kakari. Alamuku atangalira no kwamuku baleta pano naletamba even yesterday naletamba kupunani press conference ya ku Livingstone Livingstone and I did accept no guys they cannot Sarakali president all this wow twalalisha president driver wala twamba ukutuenja mu PF apana tusala shana tutakale Makebi Zulu. Let's support Makebi Zulu. Tatampeleko vote kono ku Livingstone, but is our new president of party. That's the spirit. So over to every time, if our team Makebi, let's stand in the gap and let's keep on praying over Makebi Zulu. No kwambo kula nefindu fisha ni fisuma pale Makebi Zulu. Le somwine akula sanika demo tuleranda demo le sale bomba. Demo tuleranda demo le sale bomba. Awon session our mama distractors awon sawali mumba le. Let's forget about them. Let's forget about them. Yala imashana madashi yala ima balashi create maliashi. Maumfu. Abantu bale womana wa UPND. Bale womana wa UPND. Bale womana kwa bale na wa UPND, but bale womana na wa UPND because you can see even per media of wale poster. Bale poster Joseph Fuma injunction yose yafuma wa poster. You can see that they are not with us. They are not meaning well. Maumfu bali yakali. Bale ya fida but ready. Not what Makebi Zulu.
You are right.
And yabantu. Yeah, come again, ma'am.
You are right, Baflank, on what you've said. I just wanted to add just a quick one. I didn't intend to stop you talking. I've always likened Makebi Zulu to David. When David was to be anointed king of Israel, there's something about him. He was the least of the expected. There were his brothers in the house that, looked like they are capable. David was just this young man in the bush that was just known for taking care of the sheep. He was just a shepherd boy, for God's sake. And when Israel was faced with a very big challenge, that challenge was the Philistines that had Goliath as the terrorist that terrorized them so much. When David appeared on the scene, everyone around him said, "You were dirty." And I've heard people speak like this. Can Makebi beat, HH and what? I'm even laughing. Why? Because in Makebi, those of you that have eyes should be able to open. If you don't see God's story written in this man, then I don't know. When David faced Goliath had everything, that pertains to war. But he was defeated by this person. Why? Because this person, David, came in the name of the Lord. Makebi Zulu is a type. Is the type of David. His story is not different from that of David. Whatever these people can do, there is nothing that is going to stop this story. It is destiny. Destiny cannot be disturbed or stopped. There are going to be challenges within, there will be challenges from outside, but the truth of the matter is he's getting to be a president of Zambia after August 13th. Why? It is God's purpose and plan for his life.
Good.
I thank you, Frank. You can continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. What you are saying is true, sir. And
you want to join in?
It's not an easy battle.
I have my brother on the line. He wants to say one or two things. Go ahead, comrade.
Okay. I greet you all in the name of the Father, Lord Jesus Christ. What you are doing of inform me an eye-opener to the Zambians. Right now, Zambia is in disarray. What I mean is that they are trying to suppress the other Zambians to foster what they live in. My second thing is that, UPND themselves, they are suppressing the chosen MKZ that is not eligible. My question is that have ever UPND gone to a convention? Because as far as we are concerned, the expiry for their leader expired way back in February. So which means their legitimate is not valid as of now. So it means he cannot stand as well in the coming elections.
So, comrade, just on that one, breaking news, a letter has just been issued that the UPND is going to convention on 15th August. There is a letter that has just been, circulating.
You okay?
Yeah, so meaning UPND is going to their convention on April 15th. This is breaking news. The letter is just circulating, yeah.
Yeah, so which means that due to the pressure to the masses of the Zambian people, it's now an eye-opener. In short, these people, they are suppressing democracy. They are not even respecting the rule of law. The rule of law has been abrogated and torn apart. So in short, this governance of the UPND, they're not following the principles, the fundamental principles of arms of government. They're trying to kill the democracy in Zambia. And if Zambians are not careful, they are going to back into one dictatorship rule. By introducing this cyber law, what are they trying to enforce the ordinary Zambians? They're trying to suppress whatever other Zambians are trying to view their views in the forum. So in short, if Zambians can unite and rally behind Makebi Zulu, the better. Because the fear in him is that, he knows what these people are doing in the backyard. So the fear is that once the Makebi Zulu is being voted into power, all these people are saying false things against him. They'll be locked up. And they should account on the things they've done to Zambians. You cannot keep online, room online. Why do they do that? Anyway, I submit. Let me give a chance to other people.
Thank you. My brother, comrade from UK there. So he has brought up one important point, disqualification of Makebi. So I have the constitution here. Mwebena Zambia. Download the constitution and print it. Nena itape download and print it. And I just refer to it. Now, the qualification, election of the president is clearly stipulated in the Zambian constitution. One thing we have to know is the ECZ operates under this constitution. So ECZ cannot start creating laws to overrule what is here, This is why we need to stick to the truth, and knowledge is power, and speak truth to power. And all these opposition presidents must not accept any amendments to the qualification to be on the ballot unless they are disqualified according to this Zambian constitution in Article 100. So, and I'm sure myself, being a founder of a political party, I had to read this up to see if I qualify. And I qualify for all these disqualifications. There is a clause about dual citizenship, but I can relinquish my citizenship anytime and go and be on the ballot. You see what I mean? So if we look at all these disqualification factors, a public officer, Makebi is not a public officer. Makebi does not have dual citizenship. Holding or acting a constitutional office or other than public office, Makebi does not. He is not a judge or judicial officer. Was removed from public office on grounds of misconduct and immediate preceding 5 years. No. Has a mental or physically disability. Makebi is physically fit and mentally fit. Makebi is discharged bankrupt. No. Makebi has no bankruptcy case anywhere. Is serving a sentence or imprisonment? No. Makebi is not serving any imprisonment or sentence anywhere. Has in the immediate 5 years served a term of imprisonment of at least 3 years? Makebi has not. So according to the Zambian constitution, Makebi fully qualifies to be on the ballot, and any attempt to block him will be illegal. But ECZ, we are putting you on notice. If you're Muleland that your SG must sign, there is nowhere where it says in the Zambian constitution that a SG must sign an adoption certificate. Amandongo mandongo mlefo kuleta mandongo mandongo mchalo chesu. You know what, Zambians, this one, stand on your feet and say no. There is nowhere where it says in the Zambian constitution here that a secretary general need to sign adoption certificate for a president. Nowhere. And all those illegal things they are trying to put as measures to disqualify people. If by ECZ they really want to disqualify people, let them go to the parliament and then the parliament ratify those changes. But at this point, I cannot even trust the Zambian parliament because they will be dribbled to sign anything into law. They are the most useless parliament that has worked in the grounds of parliament in my lifetime, and my lifetime means that since Zambia became a republic, because it's 62 years. I was born after independence, okay? But the first parliament, I was alive, and I was not old enough to know the dealings, but history would have recorded. But this parliament is the West Bill 7 alliance partners. They have no shame. So by ECZ, if you have time, go to the parliament and add those disqualifications. They should not target a person. Bakalonde, can you come to TikTok? I'm trying to add you. TikTok, Facebook, ila shupa. If you want to join Bakalonde, come to TikTok, Facebook, ila shupa, to add you as a guest. So, Elia Shirio, we want to Bakwaris.
But this one is the worst parliament ever in the history of Zambia.
That's why Karef. Eh? Our couple and the body was Wembude president for just expressing his opinion. Peter Chanda badi mufunya padibu president. Ine nenu era na inebadi mfunyapo. Mama, ero tualelanda mulebu. But they started with the Nankan. With the PF, actually the PF and New Era, those problems happened in the same year, 2023.
They started with Alikalawa, NDC.
Oh yes, they started with the NDC. Now we call it
NDC.
Eh?
Yeah.
Ba munkonge I said. Elo yena mayo wachisa ulelanda to 5 years. Arachi mfudisha. You know me, I get somebody in diaspora. If you're not going to say the right thing when you're in diaspora, you can't.
Yeah, ndande kofia kopene mama. I start tamba life where ba mwamba. To be honest, even in Anisha cheap, we shaft ambo kuranati our guys aba. They are only 5 years to deliver. Before we look to deliver. But now to Monasha and Vindo for later, so of your operation another 5 years. But you are even me, I was so upset, mom.
Udiama Frankie Namayo, I just disappoint Sana. You see, when you can lose your credibility on the things, you don't hate people. Because as much as Queen Pum, myself and diaspora, I should not come out like I am wiser and I don't know what the pain of the Zambian people are going on the ground. You see, she lost it immediately. Actually, I called first and I asked her a good question. So, in your own views, what can you say? What can we give credit to the UPND so that whoever government is going to come next should continue? Then she says, actually, we need to.
I hear you,
yes.
Sir.
I was like, this woman, giving 5. Okay, and I like the other caller who said, look, democracy has been killed in Zambia, and then you want us to give these people another 5 years? And you saw, as after she said that, everyone lost respect in whatever she's saying. It's the same thing, is it? You know, Queen Pumu, many of you are here. For me, 2021, I even said, Apano Zambia, Yaya Kupromise.
Lumuka Zambia.
Yes, 2021, Uyuka Songwali to promise the thing. Even when people, I think Queen Pumu was one of the first person to say, we were high corner, she started now telling people to say, this is not what we voted for. So today that woman, she just lost the credibility of like me.
And you know, Baba dancing.
I can't follow her.
But dancing, come pusha pali na mayo. Landa ko filete achitike kuri mna mayo uli apali kukalumbira chote chinkomente. And myself mapo not you know what? I don't have time for this. I really don't have. A fellow woman is sexually assaulted in public. Mwari monete tutatu alande no kulande fi achitike but na mayo uli fa mutite treat. As a you nishu kalanda parifinish if you can't speak on womanhood.
And Queen Pum, you know, I was on another forum. I said, you people, are you not seeing? Okay, let's look at the cause of what happened to that lady. Number one, I'm asking myself, if this guy, we want to give another 5 years, Queen Pum and me, who are privileged to stay in developed countries, the number one thing when you give people jobs, people will be occupied with something to do. Those young kids, we are doing what they are doing because
no. You know me, I am saying this government is always hiring Bakapokola. They are always hiring every day. Niku commissioning. So nishi Bakapokola ba shibengi shenchito. If they can't respond and rescue a pure woman.
You know that woman, she died. She was paraded for faith.
But if and that woman really she.
The police.
Yes, every day they are hiring Bakapokola. So Bakapokola kuya fya kuma quoting kuri politician. No kuya kunganda ya kwa Makebi. Na basende nefima Land Cruiser. Ba Bishop ngababe Bakapokola na besula town yonse. That woman, you know what, as a woman, you should be able to stand for women. But you know, now that I think about it, even my blood is boiling. Because she's a woman and she refused publicly to speak on an injustice against a woman. She does not even deserve to be given a platform to speak again. Because as a woman, we should speak to protect women's rights. Number achikano kulanda to defend a woman as a woman. What a shame. One question, if you feel kunja sukalanda padi na mayo that you are a woman, it could have happened to you. Nangu kudia kuine kulanda noko ekala.
I think I
Bana musonda mwaiseni ba machina. Mwaiseni ba munkonge. Ine na mwishiba. At least as a woman, let's defend each other as women. But where a woman can publicly refuse to defend a fellow woman who was attacked and killed, not only attacked, killed in the most humiliating and painful death. Umwana kashi fyo mwana kashi uwapitana kuleba kuti akano ukulanda ati yawo fidaba fidefia condemn it. She said, "Oh, I condemn it, but I won't comment." It was wrong. And eggshells, like, no, we are not going to save a country by massaging the truth. Ba munkongela ndeni ine kuti narete mina ndipali uri ya mwana kashi.
Washani wonse mkwani.
Awa mkongo tulifia wino tulemu mkwani. Thank you mkwani.
Maisempo mkwani.
Ya mkwani mwaita nombana bana mayo ya. Baraba mayo na chisa kwani ba mwambaro na ba mwana yena kumafo awera kwani na ba mwene baro bali statistic ni bara ni simpani corruption ya PF. Ba video kabo PF na UK. Abantu ndire kwati bareseka bayo PNG. So baliranda pali lady ashi yawa SCC baliranda pama corruption ya 2020 2021. So basara ni kofi Minister of Health corruption iliko. Lakini wasaya nomba sana kuri corruption ya rescue company usona saba mwana chawa ba. tuwakonkane sana. So na time unachwa mwana pali wa mwamba. Atsa mwaga jawa paka ufume kwa tieni na mwele rapo. Asana ulisha ushe na wachinja wana ulishani. Kuma last na aba mwana jawa wa mwele ulisha.
Abantu babe pushama question no ask up a question nanguimo. She just tried to answer my question a little bit. But all the questions I'm overwhelmed. Nishwachishira if you are not ready, mentally ready to face the pressure of social media.
Nachikwata kweshuko lyakuba connected na ma constituency abakumpanga sana. So ama constituency aba yashiria mbere 2 days ago. Ano batumina kwa bana bose batsaba kwa tibapanga ka meeting. Ama chairman abashani obasapanga ko. Chirishani ifuna chwa tawe ntunguru mwalelo na tusada. Nombe ntungurushi chirefo kwa kwikatana mu abapamu. Kuba pamu na banani. Bantu ntungurushi na tusala bonse pamu barunda bakamwili bachitaruchirufia so ntungurushi tusalire polita wese baba Makebi Zulu mwalelo le rumba tanumba lishi nipate nshi ta part mulanda panishi mwe. But ni PF, te moba PF, mwalifumo mu PF. So funa chwarondoloela, kanshini nshi na ingire territory yaba mundubire nsha ishi. So again wasa ntumina nombalaki na funa chita connect wa PC. Wa PC la ngeni kuna babantu fuba chambo kubalondoloela. Numba batsa wa PC bachambo kurondora ngefe na barondora. Since mwalimbo na pona kutuma mwana bati ningo atafe etrade pali ba mdala baba aba ya ku FTT. Abena baba rondora. So from that time kufika pali no nshita ili ashiria kwa wati na atsara president au ilenda bwino sana. Nimpokelera na yama information yukumu mpali sana chawama twakwata president otwalelolera awo chawama twakwata president otwalelolera. So ababantu abasera kufuma mu kipani bamana alisho bali mikalifisha sana nomba muleke okubalanda kwata bakwete nchi tufwe twakulisha bachepa abakulanda tatulingere na bena stage na abashara panshi. First stage to be reponi so na tule baranda po tuba mona kwa tina tulingana if we to concentrate na bena Zambia tushikena candidate
so ba mu nkongeni nkwata question nombe vibalebe pa abantu ati ba Lubinda na ba Makebi na ba pange chipani chanyu nishitechera tuleke okulanda po
ya shina jambo ki control yali na that's why for na miabele feri ya shina na bashiri ba PF abena Zambia bonse nali alire pyango muliro ati natukwata president.
So tufere twabe ati natukwata president abo balelanda ati ba Makebi na ba Lubinda bali panga pa mozi hoteo barebe po bufi. Pano ine shirelumbu la questionary ya muntu but ndelanda fyo bufi barebe pa.
Okay, ko wobufi obo nango babepeta wakwate ko breaker. Wachero okubepo walingire wabepa amagezi aya okufinde byeba tekwe bati nde mitala likafyo mutima kutima walanda noma warumbula sana
watatule lumbulo omuntu tatulumbuire po omuntu ishina pano ba munkongerero to if we are here to say the truth and shame the devil no kubeba chumfwe ni mufyo balebe pa nyubu emkwai
Pali ba PF why wale foira sana ba PF kwa watu wakwate leader because PF yalibombele sana unchende ishamumishi. Tina mpira example kwa farmers. Ama farmers wali wasana empowered na ba PF why muinshiraishi ba PF ila fertilizer walekera ama farmers 6 ekwebati bombere sana okutwala ama farmers pantage ama farmers bali kwatendarama shakushita fertilizer kutira mpera example ama farmers naishi ba cooperatives abashitisha ama bags kwefwalaye nga batwala kwefwalaye tubatwala ali 500 then nga bapima muri ali amakeji tubakwata 700 bambi barakwata 1000 nomba tema commercial farmers so fe bachita kuula abana panganda okumufya ali amareji nga yafika ama bags 159 or 149 150 because nga yaba over 50 nishaingira mu commercial farmer nomba kulapa ama subsistence farmers so na unasombola 1000 bags ala bo dramanems aba nana bambi naba mukusha kwefara nga afika so bags babika position ya muntu mbio babika budget no farmer so barabantu barabombesha ama farmers kushita fertilizer yabo engarameshabo. So the past government were making a sure that Barama farmers in the Vasha Mataba Kulivena te Mataba Jaffe tries about 86. If you try there, one in Darama Yavo. If you have a pair 86, Yakubika Pofi. Yakubika Pofi. Don't know about Mungasha Mataba if you actually take it. If you are a Skakumangasha Mataba government who making a sure. Before season ya Kongo kulima matawata ya nishaba mpere mpya because shire mpya shara mwafwa ukukushako kulima kwakwe akupera kulimbinga wefu a few tukwe ba bacheko paroko barelima baramba okushita fertilizer okupitira muri line muri shirashine mpya no kulimanga kwa Africa because ama farmers wonza bakwata tractors Kuma province, para Northern province, Ropa province. Babu mfiare pa hea wantu, para pera wantu pia, okuba limina. So numbe fya chitike ino ye. Wafama washitisha mataba. Nemkire shabo, babu na transport ya kutuwara pama depots. Jefya wachitani nonsi. Oru numba wa government, wasendari ya mataba ya wafama, na kapito ya wafama, Pia shagosho bare chunda. Wa government warasha na mataba ku Tanzania. No wero kisapero mwine wa matabe mpia. Umwine wa mataba instafike ya kulima, ile ya lima. Tabale mpere mpia. Takwete fya kuchita, takwete pa kwa mbira. Because ali berero ko bati nonse mpia arengisha mu mataba. Bambinga bashara na mataba. Walesa mkuwekesha mpia mwa groceries yo wakwata mwa business ya mbio wakwata wafama wena waishibati every year wanapoka pension because every year wanakwata mpia shingi kufuma umatabu fuwa shishakuli wa government because wali ishi wako watu wa government wala waperera pamu mpia ilesa mkufumina pamu so inoye wafama ishita ya kulima ya Afrika takwete mpia no mpera takwete ko ala poke mpia kumbisha ko bachashite fertilizer ile ashita jonsi ngashita fertilizer 116 fertilizer ina ni wala mkongweshe mpia ko ashita fertilizer ili 116 tapali na ngora mkongwesha fertilizer ya kushita fertilizer kushita pali 80 bags tapali because 80 bags di compound ya kwa tukutia mbo kulima pali alero lera again mpia shakulimsha fruit ala kongora kuisa again ambo kulolera fe farmer amatawa yali kwa season ya kulimina po ya kwa tani 28 days by 28 days kwa liba numbuto shimositi ko limita ufiri wa byala before no ufiri wa byala mu November ta ufiri wa byala after November hybrid nomba November after tabaye mpere mpia December after tabari mpere mpia January after tabari mpere mpia shako February after tabari mpere mpia March basa mpere mpia so which means ba farmer bali balire mpya kuli ba government ila balesa muko bapera shire mpya barashitwara kuisa barambo kurolera season ya 2026 nomba shire mpya barashisunga, which means government yaonaola capital ya farmers. But after what the federal government shamona pona nguri minister of agriculture kuya kuma farmers na ngubaba pera ko 20% ya loss bakwete yo create kuli ba farmer because ewa wona winini ba farmer baliri mabwino inshita yabo mpia shabo ora then wakano ko bapera bwangu baikara na tondolo then ubarawa mayo twasa mukuranga ti government tapali ofo inga kuletera ofulore bombesha but this government ile onaula ifire bombesha abandi so wandi abandi kuweberera ko tababa straight abandi tubamu bakiteso kwa noto ndonganya kwati tatusho kulinga babika nomba tunatotera bamwamba bakwe bacha abantu bari mwana tibandi abantu nangu muremu mwana kwati ari mureka wino mwana gachu ari mureka wino twala musala ndira kwa tamana bale ishiba ero then kwisa pali ntungurushi yesu Makebi Zulu Makebi Zulu lesali basala tsaro chali bapokelera leadership ya Makebi Zulu but wambo kuikonga ke hapa pene yamba stoi pusha Makebi Zulu after no kama elections ya kumarambo twambye kupenda from that time bamwa konka Makebi Zulu fe babomba bali yanyishito kwisa Africa na lini fintu ifikurusha kwewati nabantu kutiba papa sana. So umuntu umuno oli mu leadership preparation Makebi Zulu wali mu preparation ya leadership alona ba lungu bali shiko bati plan B nyoyine because plan B ngamwaranda wangu tiba muipaya frafina vya chitinge pali David pali Joseph ali saranda wangu vision ya mpereresa so bamunina wako bali mpata sana because ali beba after beba aranda wangu so ali sambokora tutamukupaka so bamuipaye bamuchiteshani bachali safikisho so na ngiba isire bali shira plan B ni Makebi Zulu na mabare fo ko bati basa pera panishite yalinga. That's why na ngikusa Africa tabamushire because kurato baba plan B once bale pshat plan B kusa Africa ushiri plan B bale pshaba isi wanda chawe na yoko tuli muri plan B program bazumani bali na busy bale pusha uchechirisha nyuko ukubambi bayishara bale faula baba pera 10 million ati bapere members of parliament bali pilire kuna balabantu bale pepeka kuri bayo kyenzi nabantu abarusa kwe finfin waya mukura irumba shibukombe bapera mpya tikagire waya chinjamano ne wale kira bajira no mbata ole fo ku fensoni wali rufyani omuntu tarafwa ageni na fole mu bishafyani ali kupere 10 million waya mukura aba members of parliament ati wewe bapera whatever ole orumbi ogwerero akukanyina kipali no chitachire fo kulanda nayo but even up to now nombo le fo afya abantu bare tumona bati ba PF tatwa kwa tamana but instead dole baba ndishika is attaque moi.
Thank you Bamunkonge. Yes. Okay.
Tuma wala bo musuma olo akwata kono mwenso umupashi oko waba tawulala umuntu tabara mushika wali murufyanya again wana mukwita takuri filmbi yo ninsaroi batulera bati na uishiwa ali murufyanya again wana mukuraeva abana chiona chitefi na abana bali ishibe efe warufyene bawuchi nombaga chakwe bati iwe ngataulelanda tindufyanya ishini kuisa umuntu ko ingatware charo so twapapata tulefo intungurushe yesu yore sasala sori bamayo na chafo ko ba emotion unjerereko umuntu alishwe fyambo alishwe no kweba ki Makebi Zulu baile mukumupekanya kulya abakamboni abalipo iba musuko bakesa mukura twebanishwa Makebi Zulu ne ba president upaka ne shteini babene ba ECO katwishire Sofia areba bo katwisha bene toba ishira tinena rafu tetwishire nafyo bamufunda ifyo umuntu wafuire abazerida akora ba ECO bale rufyanya uko yalingiro kurufyanya fyonse alishiba bali mweba na bonse abale rufyanya ba ECO ofya fuire abasenda bali mweba efyo lida fuire aba olo umuntu esara ndakyo achepa wowe mukuru tapale fo ushire we mukuru amaskando nyorova nombalishi chishure fo kumwache bantu tu aba inspired kumwache wowe mwache ashipikisha shani obula maskandozi ukwabula okurufyanya turasambirira okufumana kubaji anapera bamayo kutuwa rufyanya.
Thank you, Amunkonge. Welcome, Priceless, DRK. Priceless, you can go ahead, or DRK Chibaisa.
Good evening, Madam President.
Good evening, Chief Advisor.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Ba Joseph, ba Munkonge, ba Emily, ba Franklin, ba Peter, and everybody here. Yes. Our Monday, Nachira Konga, number Nachira join at facing Konga, Madam, Nam post up something per Facebook, Ninjmona. No, but then you want to Tamle, Monefondera.
Our name one, need to change. Natirian Kalata post a yakare. Yakare. Oh my God. I've seen it.
You've seen what I meant, ka?
Yes. So I suppose I need to make a correction. I said UPND convention. I didn't check the dates. They published last year. They were supposed to go last year. But now they have started circulating that later. Oh my God.
Yeah. So there's a lot to that. You know, the court session I think is supposed to come in tomorrow. So we're aware of just throwing away that thing and all that. So anyway, if I like will face they can tell one or two things. Let me join and I thought Mr. Correct.
Nimona. But dear, thank you for catching that. But dear, okay, go ahead. GK Doctor. GK.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Barishani vonse bekala chalo ne bumbali dia panawe mule bumbe milimu Yesu masana mwandini ya kutwale chalo pantage no kulisho bubului twa ingilamo. To be honest with you, somehow this battle seems to be a bit scandalous because of what they are putting in front of everybody. It is totally different from 1991 battle. 1991 battle bakaunda tabako itumchisha chinani kabiri tabale kanyo kulanda abantu kulanda muchalo Edio nabakapokola nabo tabali balwani babantu awe. I do remember very much 1991 how everybody was free to move, free to talk.
Vale pepa wakaunda mwafiashi.
Achani
Vale pepa wakaunda wale kwete kompasho wakwalisa.
Natasha Mwandini, Natasha Chomwaland. I've seen a huge difference. I don't know if at all we have Museveni in State House or we have this Tanzania woman in State House. right now, the way things are looking. Ichikalamba sana icho tifuna twaishiwa imfuino fuibali muri mwibumba lyako bati tuchinje ubuteko tekwe bati bose tukabe ntunguru shawe chakwebo kutila ati the fight has begun, and when a fight begins taufi the first wire full amagravu ayamonofu yali yelo angwambulo and this is a battle that needs to be fought consistently. Now, wamunkonga bachanda po ikintu kimwe kikalamba sana let's focus on let's not really no grab mention nanguku but focus on let's focus on campaigning for our leader or our candidate. Ichikalamba sana chakweba ati we should not be able to be explaining everything to them. That is not our job. You know, if we continue explaining to them what is happening and how it is happening, it will seem like we are on the defense. Let's put them in the defense whereby they start backtracking. And when you fight your battle in that way, you succeed better than you fighting when you're backtracking. You can't win like that.
Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. Go ahead.
It's time for us to start putting them in defense and to really, like what had happened on Wamambazi show of Rogue, whereby everybody who got there found something was wrong with today's guest and what she presented. Yeah, it hurt my feelings a lot, to tell you the truth, that if you were on TikTok on the Mombasa side, I posted a million things because Nachwa very unhappy that we should be wasting time with such people when we are now proper. This is proper battlefront. In a proper battlefront, you don't want to be having abantu average to be neutral. Sorry, it's not time to be neutral. It's time to fight the battle. And let's fight it. We shall be neutral after Mwawina Fiapo. Then there is one other thing that I want to bring to the discussion. In Machara and Dapona lady Abachuapan, Quenashatua priceless, Yakubatwadi convention, Nefia Shala. Let's also use that as something that can be a weapon for them to start trying to find a way of somehow whistling out and make sure that they can't. Let them know that we are not going to accept any results with a candidate that never went to a convention. The Constitution is straightforward, it's very clear. If we misinterpret it, let's go on with that misinterpretation until we are really corrected by not their people, by our people. Umuntu wawungambo kutulondula nishali tubepufu malishufu wabomba bali. You know, ichi nkalipa sana. Chakweba ati sometimes tulalufyanya tuapele chulwani chance. Muzambia police mwali wawedi wabomfyanga wakumanya criminal. This is what has happened to the Zambian government. It looks at the people of Zambia as Mudani. let us also look at that party and the government as Mudan. Because there's nothing that they're doing for the people of Zambia. Literally nothing. So, not to go on and on, I'll come back. So, that's my submission right now. Anybody else can take over and say something. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yeah, nala shafukran vachanda wa fiashapa, vachanda wa Munkonge. You know, if you're going to focus, ubalwani, fiara tufienshira. Let's focus on our candidate. Gambe fiyan kumushitisha no kushisha manifesto. Ufuaresa mukitanga to over government this year, 18 August. That's the very much important thing. And again, nanamona sana abalishita campaign if tatwachule sana natukwata voice ilishita campaign outside natukwata ma voices aengi alishita campaign yali alishita campaign enali muno kwati aletona ola alishita campaign achiwa busy lero tayali kuna nachiwa live lero pa Facebook achara ndefya achira ndotwa wele enali muno kwati aliona orange pan aliona orange ya ba Makebi but alishita promote ba Makebi yonse ama platform yaba UPND yonse alia naye malishita campaign pali Makebi Zulu. So if you focus yes, you can officially kuta focus kusheshina yaba Makebi kubantu. That's all. No kusheshina liachipani kubantu. That's all. Ufutwala shina fena focus. No futwala bomba fuebe ne fueka. Futwala bomshana ifushana amano yesu. Watu wa Makebi kese pita 2020. This year, 18th August. So that's the only way we can do. I submit.
Yeah, just to add a word, mine is actually a call to all those that believed in the leadership of Edgar Chagwarungu. Let them come back and join us. Let them come back and join and help campaign for Makebi Zulu. We have a president now who is actually leading. So please, all those of the people that have gone out, come back and support the presidents of Makebi. We have a president. We've suffered a lot in this country. This country belongs to all of us, but only a few people are the people that are benefiting through corruption, injustices and all those things. But Zambia is all for us all. Thank you.
We contribute as well. My brother Munkonge, when he was addressing some people somewhere in the outskirts of Zambia, I think in Mumishishubi rural areas, I think that's the step that we should all take as well. Because if they should now engage foot soldiers that should go and explain to the people what is happening on the ground. I'm saying so because I've got a brother who's in Mkushi. So each time that I share some information with him, those shocked. Information said, but you are in Mukushi, it's not far from Lusaka. This is what is happening in Lusaka. So I think about the rural area. Rural areas, disadvantage, but they are taking advantage of their situation of being in the rural areas. So I feel like the group for MZ8, let's pull up our tokens and market our guy very well, especially in the rural areas. Because if you remember there's someone who mentioned here on the platform that those marketeers were saying that because people want to know who's that's what they want to know. So let's intensify our campaign so that at least we tuishibeko tuleya tuishibeno for tule chita. I mean, to show to the campaign and what is their manifesto. Because if I don't know how true it is, but while you get manifesto tawakwata, bas and there are PF copy and paste over there. Today you've heard what Sissy Priceless said. I saw that later, but I didn't bother to see the date and whatever. Kashia last year. So they want to pay for go to Fulunganya. They're supposed to go to the court. Now I said now they are going to away court. So they are trying to confuse us because they know that on the 27th of March, so each time there's such a thing, they bring in something silly to just divert our minds, our attention, which is not good. So at least if we're not to Makebi, I think we'll do better. We can do better, actually. We can do better. I know there are violent people around, but we can still campaign for him. We can sell him. Doesn't matter where it will be. Especially on the strongholds, the other PF, we should work very hard on those lines. There are certain areas, even if we don't go there, it is well, because we know that you have to attack on vote. You have 200 against 40,000. So such places, but we should campaign more on the stronghold, Yaba PF, and especially in Lusaka and Copperbelt. If you had noticed the registered voters from last year, now it's increased. Lusaka, I think, took almost 3,000 registered voters now, compared to last time. Even on the Copperbelt, we've got 3,000 registered voters. So if you can concentrate on these two areas, and then we get other areas as well, provinces like Northern Wapula, we can make it. State House, Naba Eastern Province wants to kule chimpana chirabakwata bakuchipata na wengire ba Franklin Tembo mukambeko na ba Bururu banu kuchipata watu kuchite fintu fya Mungu. That's my submission for now.
Alright, to add on, Papa Fiwaranda wa email. Thank you so much, Mama, for your contribution. Bamunkongera and then kuna leadership na ma candidates aba iminina aba President Makebi Zulu. But if you know for Farandi wa emera kwa tuambie okwenda ile mumbali ya lime yambie okwenda yambie kuingira mu constituencies yambie okulanga leader obasalire yarapanga ko sensi ama leaders nga bayima bashita bambu kutali present nani Makebi bambu kumulanga chani walisala twali ya convention leader weso twasalire nyuyu na abantu chala pepu kapono mbuko ambu kuima ukwambu Makebi. So this is the high time Bamunkonge Mlande Nebumba Yaba Makebi. Now leadership was Wachimba Kambwili, were given Rubinda Bamonde, Wachilufia, Fazilofova Eminifid, Bambio Quingida, my constituencies. I think each other Pepukako. National Makebi Yarava Sana Tualali saying Shashan fast, Yara was so fast because of what Yabumba elimination of our. Very much important.
Upon Tungurushi, Valera 27, but whatever I pick on you. Whether to the Charlie Rufine, Valera 27. Thank you.
Just to add on what Mami was saying, I always say that when you are doing something in silence, I always give an example, a story about Anna and Penina. If Anna had to bring out what she was doing, Penina would have known her moves and her steps. But because Anna did and fight a battle and prepared everything in silence, Penina had no way to intervene or to know what Anna was doing. Just as to our coming president, Makebi Zulu. like the way these other people does, when they do this, they will come, oh, you are doing this, they did that, they did this, they have done this. What they should to focus on our leader, like this first speaker has already spoken, to focus on what to bring and what to achieve, what does people need. Finish off at wala staff, finish off at wala and finish off at wala appear. Let them focus on the way forward, not see kula and to look on the mistake. Just like the paper, they say, what the right hand is doing, do not allow the left hand to know, because you don't know where the attack might come from. I always love this race, and when you read in first Luke chapter 1, verse 37, the Bible says, the giant could not stop David, and the sea could not stop Moses. The death could not stop Jesus. So whatever God has ordained, and I said yes, no man, nothing, not even every storm can stop it, because God has already said yes, and go ahead, I submit.
Thank you very much, my sister, for that submission. That's very true. You can't stop destiny. Makebi has destiny written all over him, and Zambians should pay particular attention to these things. This is how presidents have actually come to power in Zambia, except for one who has been different, Hakainde Hichilema. Every other president, if you've seen, Edgar Lungu, has a similar story written. Chiruba, similar. You see, the people that appear not to deserve it, they are the people that are not counted, the people that are despised, are the people that come to take power. And in this case, this is what we have. After, if those of you that were there during Kaunda became a dictator, you know, but God used someone else. And that was Chiluba. Chiluba declared Zambia a Christian nation after that period of time. The next person, the next dictator we have is UPND. All right? Guess who God has risen? Makebi Zulu. To restore our Christian values, to restore the dignity, our constitution, the rule of law. This is what we needed. Respect for our mothers, women, and everyone else that is there that has been disrespected. Insults have been the order of the day in today's politics. Why? Because the leader we have started it. And all his pressingers have followed in his foot. We need normalcy. We need normalcy. Zambia needs to be reset to normalcy. And this is why we are calling all well-meaning Zambians to rally behind Makebi Zulu as a president, as a Republican president, come August. Yabalera ndama youth atawe twairena tukolwa tatwa chinefe twale chita apano mbana mwisuko mutwe na mumono buchushifyo waba. Now there is a leader to support the youth. Munensu support this leader, Makebi Zulu. I submit. Who is speaking next? I think Madam President is somewhere. I can actually chair. Abashirangire poni banani.
Again, don't never perform Maranda wa Joseph. Yeah, perform Maranda wa Joseph. You know, fishing like nani usukali kwa bali ba Makebi. Nala pera example like fiashika lelo ba nani ba Walikala Bachwata press conference. This is the first time Kumfakuli Walikalaba, Baba open. Kuruba Makebi, Baba open of that. Udi wants to be waiting, no woman, the waiting woman again. Tina Wall Vice President. Udi wants to be waiting, woman. So I'm putting a man and can't show Makebi Wadi Suwa. Because of what, there was quite a meeting after that press conference. but what a meeting about Makebi. This is the only way we can say that Makebi was so, because what all these years very very pompous. But the law balanda the law date to pite ukwabula ukuwomana mu opposition bambi. So mwechipani beni late ukuwomba nama opposition bambi. Inendi willing olokuba vice president willing. So I'm really happy for that statement of Achipera Bali Karaba. They saleva par. I submit.
Wow, na chipanya ife balandire bakaraba.
Yes.
That is big news. Yeah? You know, yeah, it's interesting that Bakalaba can say that. I saw the pictures, but you know, for me, it's like Navena Mamonat is the chosen one. Mamona, that is the actually admitting to say Makebi. If Bakalaba can say that, it actually confirms because Bakalaba is a person who was saying no. He's not going to that is not going to escort someone to State House.
Yeah.
Remember? Not long ago he was saying that.
And Mama opposition leaders, MZ after Peter.
But he also congratulated you, dictator. I pay abantu. You know. So I think we really apanombani binoculars. We really have to scrutinize where he's coming from, where he's at, and where he's going. Tatwa if we forget all the past, no. Because the same Mr. Kalaba congratulated the dictator. After Umuntu Aipaya Bantu Bakalaba Mine Vata congratulate, and he refused to work with everyone in Zambia. And now today, after not long ago, he said, I'm not going to escort anyone to State House. So today he is ready to escort. He's not ready to escort. He is ready to work with somebody to Kuyamu State House. So right. So my point here is let apanombe fintukula fitantika. Umuntu guys, we need consistency. Maisha. We need to be consistent and we need to be solid. Some of us we have been consistent. That's why we are still talking today. Some people, if you where are they can't even show their faces. Why did they call Pama politics?
No. And therefore I'm posing the end of your Kalava. But Wakalabo for Bachalanda. Finto Avena Zambia Valero Kubat Valandi. So since went to a so to the support, I often do Rushi. Navale Kana, Umbra Chapam, which means in Shinava Monamofimo. Because in the Yanstavale Kana, Vali Moene, Yare stick off in the shower. So in Ravena Valero Kuvat. Makebi Zulu as a PF Vice President. So the Tiba Kanyo Kolanda Wango. So Fuleto Alola Konavandi, Okovat Nish President West Waman Okovat nice and a unit. Why Avale Kana Wambo Sumina? So Fuleto about Pocket Affair, Nokwapera Fensans in Shivare Tuafu. Was the more or less support President Tuesu, which means in President Tuesu only potential because in our Kuranda,
no, but Munkonge, don't miss my point. In end and dirati, take over to Reba Pokerera. But we are looking at Ukwafu Marakalaba. This is very important to always analyze. especially when we are dealing in a political scene of so much betrayal and deception. Me, I am not going to be easily fooled this time around. Imwenga makula imwenga mulefa atyo wa isachi mupokerereni. But for me, after I have seen this betrayal to where even people are betraying ECO in his death, I'm sorry. I'm not going to try just to follow blindly. I will scrutinize people. If you're in the land, if you're coming to, you have to be careful. We are dealing in a very, a political space where people, they betray each other like there is no tomorrow. Mamona, 1 minute, but a second, 1 minute they are the enemy, tomorrow they are praising you. This is the things that Zambians, be cautious. Even if as much as we want to unity and whatever, kuti waleta necha kukulia iliyopo njiminini.
Awalesa jina ifu chifili mwa kwa kwalesa. Checha kulia kusasanga chai yechine so
yeah, but these people must be told. We are not naive. Me personally, I am not going to play like I am 16 years old. I've been on this platform 6 years. I have seen the betrayal and the behavior of these people. So if they want to come close to me, I have to look twice. This is all I'm saying. Like we need ECO up to now, Tatwashikaba ECO. Up to now, has he been to visit my mama Esther Lungu? Question number 1. Bakalaba mushabadi ya mkutandarira ba wido njasken mwebena Zambia.
I think he went to then HTK Marirovali, he said travel to South Africa.
Okay.
I think, yes, I saw that.
So that's a check to Achonga.
Then for a travel Kulanda Popali Java Katekavis, because Murumula, my example, I have studied. Malumbulako Pali Yesu Kristo Kulumbula ifyatisikapo mu Zambia. Kamwa ishibe bachuru b'emyaka bakwete Makebi Zulu mukuru pali bachuruba ngaba pali u president. Bachuruba bakwete 43 years.
Na bakaunda bakwete emyaka yinga.
Bakaunda na bena bali mu 40s. Nomba mulesho kwenda kuma president bakwete mu 40s. Wakaunda somewhere 42 so. Churuba years. Nomba Makebi alasage shagi mwa ichilelo.
Panna tuvelera okulaenda nabakote mu muteko. Muleleta bapanji kaunda ba 8 years. That's why Makebi kuti bamwita ati ni baby.
Icho chintu bapanji ishitakwale.
Twalivelera okumona bakote. Okay. I'm not sure seka okay mwebena Zambia. Na ne wine ndi mukote pano mwaisha. Ndi mukote na ine. But we are living in an environment where twalibera okumona bakote bapanchi kaunda ba mangala za romisi abantu bamubenda n'enkonto mu government yumu. Inakutina kada ga 8 days vampera appointment. I'm like no. I'm sorry. Just make me a consultant. Not like that advice. Okay, I'm not even that level yet. So, to animate kumona bako deba ma 8 years mu government. So, kumona number apape no ponde bia na chiba youth is kopo mu mutu efisule fi para kasai mwe ba youth mwe. Ala. Ini abnormal yakho bathi balemiletela abakote nabe namwikala when they were promising you ati ngatwaisa mkuteka tukamipele nchito but yabaisa mkuteka balebula abakote from retirement o balepele nchito bamwangalaza romisi are we serious? Tamaba serious ba youth elo chilefanga youth onka mona alande fi pali Makebi nkamwebe fibi If you are a youth, you are rubbishing Makebi, I will tell you bad words. Them you owning afye. That's why Shakwatana full stop mukanu. I've seen it all. So I have no full stop. I have nothing to lose. Shida kuri politician nangumo. Shadi hapo kuri politician nangumo. So in my youth, scope, wake up. Wake up my youth. Ite no moya kula milete na bakulu kufuma kuma fambaresa mkumitungurula. It's not normal. It's abnormal. You, the youth, should be in those government running institutions. Mweba lesa mbilila ma degree aya fresh.
Canada. He has worked in all the 3 governments. NAP, MMD, basa bombako na mumuli UPND.
That's why naba besuba youth bali Makebi minachawe wachepa sana. It's abnormal putting abako there, retired people. It's abnormal. In a population where 70% of the voters.
He was once an MP. He was a deputy minister, I think, Chief Justice. Minister of Justice. He has never been a councillor. He has never been an MP. So they are saying experience. So which experience are they talking about?
Experience. Why do we send our children a degree? Why do we send our children to go and do masters? Masters but by youth ni mimina. Because you are a majority of the voters by youth. 70% of Zambian voters, they are under 35 years. So imomweba isurana pa Facebook paliokula lembelo mumwa nche munenu ache pasan. Mulefa abakote kwati mwangalaza lomi sukula afunya abakote kumafamu kubaleta mma office. Kwati panji kaunda, to mention a few. Ba youth, kwate nko sensi mumutu. Ba youth, skopo. Binwa mpundu aliambile chaba iche wino. Where is chaba iche now? Na isa mumona na katushika flyer kaloko wapangile binwa mpundu ati PF diaspora. Hello binwa mpundu. Last time I checked you were chaba iche. You are FDD. Why are you saying I'm like, okay, you youths are confusing me. Like Binwa lost me. I am believe we know where chaba iche. From each chaba iche. FDD. From there, last week I saw a flyer, Binwa Mpundu, PF. I'm like, if this is not a spirit of confusion, I don't know what it is. I rest my case. So, by youth, kwaten koskopo imwe. It's not normal kukwata ba abakalamba balefuma kumishibali poka ma pension ni baisa mkulamidi running your institutions. God an opportunity where umusepelali fresh, young, energetic, patriotic, God-fearing, respectful, loyal, integrity, educated man. Mwambo kula msusha. Ati mwaiche. Mwaiche, but now kwatabana. You are over 18 years old. Constitution of Zambia. What is the qualification to become a president? Let me remind you again. Citizen by birth, at least 35 years of age, you qualify. 35 is the minimum age to be a president. So now you start charting your career. Makebi 1930, 2030, elo Makebi akaita qualify. No. Abantu nabamusala kale. Maybe ngari pona. That is the consolation message we have been telling Makebi. If he was not elected this time, we could have been consoling him to say, Ulimwaiche, ukesaimina mu 2031. Mwamona. Iyo message muleva Makebi is a message that we should have told him had he not been elected. Ingefe tuleva Makebi. Kwa don't worry, you missed this election, but 2021 you will still be here. Number mundu na msala 44 years atu imwaiche. By youth, lekeni if you're by youth. Any youth with 5 senses should support Makebi. Because Makebi knows your problems. He is almost a youth. Youth nobody. He knows your problems. He will solve your problems. What Zambian problem does he know? What Zambian problem does she know? Nothing. Bali somebody badi bombaka le baba funishe kufamu baba leta ma politics. Mwambo kula lumba. Imwe ba youth mukaleka bakanka ke panona saibalo.
Afala fika putura ta afala le toro shwa panji. Awa mfuma bemuda fiaka le fidia.
Na fashion says yonse yashala mu 19 pendef kondo. Oba mulefa yokula leta kuba president. Imwe na imwe.
Mfuma bemuda fiaka le
fidia. We kwate nko order. Umuntu na bamusala kale. Iyo message muleba Makebi, it should have been consolation message ngata bamusalire. Ngata bamusalire Makebi kuti wa mwamu chitakonso atuli mwaiche. Nochu umuntu na bamusala ati yo uli mwaiche. Imaba Zambian youth, are you normal? Nganiwe, I'm talking to those youths. Ana kulu kuti balanda because nachi bakalipa Umuntu mukurunga inenga nalipa da pa ballot. Yes, I can be upset that akamwaiche kanyonya kambita. Mwamona? I can be upset. But you should be happy. And you should all be running behind Makebi and give him a landslide victory. Because you have seen all the countries who could yama young presidents if into chinja. They are turning the situation around. Hi, wa PC moon. Tuala defi pano. Tulefi landa.
Yes, madam. Shani wants a platform. Hi, how are you, Bonse? You're in some Walanda body experience na age. Let me say something. Too much stuff. Okay, thank you. But you're in age na experience, but it that Makebi Mwaiche. First of all, let me ask a question. Ama MPs, ama members of parliament, nama ministers to Akwatam Zambia, starting from Sokotwane, who has been in all governments. Ukwisa kuri ba Jack Mwimbu, kwisa kuri Mwetwa, ba Mutare na Rumango. When you look at all those people, they are old and experienced. Do you see anything that would attract you to support them? But to go to the younger MPs, whatever, for the first time in MP, Binwa Mpundu, the guy that HH made sure that he took out of parliament, Munia Zulu, look at how much they contributed in parliament. Without experience, they were youths and they know what the youths of Zambia and the Zambian people need at this moment in time. Because they are born in our generation, which has got a different perspective than bringing people like Musokotwane, Muntu Akwata Federal Mind, apart from corruption.
IMF. What IMF?
These young MPs, Kajin Senga, Maureen Mabonga,
Munia Zulu,
Nani JJ Bando, Shembuya Wanji, Wakwate Chich Nankane, Nalamulanda Bueno Fest, no, you win a bin on Pundu. Very impressive. So why can't one not admire Makebi Zulu to become a president? He will probably perform the same way the younger MPs are doing in parliament. So why should we stick on to the boomer babies Avena HH? We need people who are born in Zambia, not Abafiero. These people have tormented and destroyed our country. Look at our Beneva Mahati, we want experience. Look at the chairperson of ECZ.
Bamwangala.
What kind of attitude and experience is that? Is that what we need from old people? We need old people who can hold this country with love. But they know that they are about to die, so they are destroying everything as if they want to die with Zambia. They must look at the generation that is coming. What are their grandchildren going to find? Look at how they have destroyed the judicial system. The same old people, Kabesha and the friends. Are these the people that we need?
Bajak Mwimbu. Bajak Mwimbu.
To take up the responsibility of our country. the same way Kaunda and the Friends took up, after independence, they took up the responsibility of the country when Kaunda was 41, 42, for 3 years old. So whoever is saying Makebi is too young to become a president,
you know what? No kufiara fiabana. Inga waimite from after 35 in high risk. You nango fia biologically you move wakwana mayo. Even a man, if you have children before age 35.
We have a young president, and this is the time that I should see all the youths in Zambia once you have a child supporting.
The landslide,
he understands what we need.
Yes.
He understands how the country must be run. Look at Katraore from Burkina Faso. Very young, without experience, he just took over power and he has put everything in place.
Hello, yeah,
he understood what the country needs for it to be in a right track. And this is what we see in Makebi. Besides, Makebi has got the heart of love, the heart of
loyalty. Mysteriously. Do we need such kind of a inganda yapya umwa chokulanda pye comment tatwa ishiba wow cherenganda.
We don't want this bill 7, it's not good for us. He pushes it together with Mwangaraza, Romance, Chineri, Muti, Fiance, we need experience. Comment section, Madam President, to Arfianya for Kalatripa first. President doing that he can change Zambia with a fresh mind.
Not a bale mukufa bale chitama bale twale nkongole kuntanji elo bale shira imwe pali debt restructure fye pala pene
very busy ukongole indala mashacharo aticharo tukabwesha mu 27
nishi bali fwakale busheni shuli mufyashi washani. You must live in inheritance for your children. Ba youth nomba ndemi funda ingole bomba save so that abana bobe tawe nomba ababa UPND bali ya kongole mpiero kushira abana tibakese elipira nishuri mufyashi wa mano ule yumfa noku yumfatie nali kongola ukambo kulipira ine nishi nalifwa. Are you serious?
What is that restructuring? Uku utukenda na it's like when mufyashi munganda ule kongole ndalama nishinawashi wachuka mukufwa nombalini wanda tishingu ndalama la kongola kando kubwesha mu 2035 nishi walivana
nishi walifwa washira beshukuru bobe. What kind of a grandfather are you? Aba tushukuru nga twafyalwa yo tuli mu nkongole pantu bashukuru benu bali kongwele so tulebo mbele okulipira shire nkongole shalipire bashukuru wenu. That's nonsense. Kuno abasungu bala shempia grandmother palale fwachi grandmother na sha inheritance abana bakweta bakatale bombapo ala kuno hivi chitika kuno umukotenga afwa ni party $1 ni inheritance. They look forward for umukoti okufwa nomba ifo fwe bakote tuleshira abana empia bakeze mkula alipira. Shame on you.
Msokotwane na tukakusana sana sali arukambu ya wandika mchitobu
ba ak mwaiseni I need your number ba ak turina bena bumper to bumper. If imam yotoka fya mu 1960 fyonse fo bare panga bali fi parking. If imam yotoka fya kale fyonse kuno kuma junkyard. You can't find a car. Motre 1960 ni area ya kuma kasho. Mwamona. But if we want politicians from 1960 to still be in government, kuno kwa isama Tesla nomba hybrid electric car inga ilenda pa kunyata pa gas na ifika kale pa 100. Elo mlefa doba in government bali abali kota ma brain. Insurance seka is just logical. It's biology. Ngo afika fi a certain 50 age 50 the brain cells start to shrink. You know. So you have somebody who's been elected to be a president at your mwaicho wasalire. Have some order by youth. Ila unkalami soka fe by youth paka fe wonse muka naleko kumonati yo tuka Makebi mwaichi.
My youth ya Madam President wako ati barechita no kusupporta ba mwangala za Romesh baleri mafyo rumandoko baleta baisa mkuba ku ECZ. Do you think ECZ abano mumuntu Madishi Muzambi twalikuwa tobo afya Muzambi. Mulishani Mandimba President Mulishani.
We know what I said, long time, yeah. Welcome.
I have your number. I'll text you.
Yeah. We need to loop you in. Tulipa campaign hapa. Ni campaign hakuna kulala. Oh, okay. All right, that's good then. That's good. Thank you. All right. Go ahead, Baak. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, inechile nkaipa ngana munawe na matemokulala ndati. Makebi Zulu mwaiche. Makebi Zulu takwa experience. Ushima watu wakwaleze mwamina Zambia. Makamaka mwema yusi banandi. Usha first, efa mfuaya ni finch, eh? Nishi mwana mkula kungilisha barodija bale itaba mga BC mwanati barodija. Ebo mule kungilisha mule fokula mfuira. Example na watulanga kale kuli bazi ba mwangala za Romis finch bachita. Awo be na wa father ba finance minister finch bachita. Aba bantu mwalisha bantu abamurodisha bakwate obwafi abengi. Nibala abantu bakwe bati bali bali mufimbira naba nabo. They don't want to see others progress.
Kai bafumile kumishi. Mwanshi baba aki. Abantu banonde ndrodija bengi bafyalikirwe mumishi. Sunga bamona fyo munabo na sopo ke nalea kumushine. Nga wasamba fe na sopo kutiba kulowera na pali sopo ili yaini. Atina kwa ata sopo ifeta tukwete.
Awa chachini. Chachini. So wali kwa tefeja ina mentality fea kwa fati. Kufa afe kumla mwana bantu bale chula. That's why mwesa ngira tikum. Vilefea mwale mwana kuda kuna nikarumbila bale umo muntu shani. Bala kwa sema jealous fe bai kwa tefeja. Bashi bachiri bali shara kwa tia mano ya laini yako aya murodija tulilanda. Mamona aya kwa bati mwamuno mnobete kufe progress asera kufi nishiwa wafuro. So ababe ni abakalamba abatuli bafuafo now na bena support deko. This time around we need somebody young who will understand able to fikire na technology opo ifikire who will understand we. Not to kula fe mule fe balabe na ko bati obali pitamo kale bali dira kale abadanda fe ko bati aine pano fikire nomba na munafi onaula ninchi bati ninkota na alafwa na ngunga shifuire bakafiro kunjika tabakanjerera pantu paka muna yeji ko bati anakula kale ode.
Tukesa ikatira mwabana babo.
This is what has been happening. So, but if they don't even care to say if they don't even care about that. All they care about is what they want to do. They don't from nowhere here. So please, look at what is happening. No manga tokisha kwa gento ngani mfukura bikafuwa mube. Ushazambia ikabashani. This is the time to redeem ourselves. If we don't do it now, nisha to aba tuchite po ifindifuturu because when our plans bakwete nila ko but even when they go through, if they go through in 2026 August, their plans are evil. Ala kweba fati no bakesa fumyako nombali amafundi yako bati if tulera ndakuno kulanda pano we won't be talking like this. Bakala ngabango fachule enda kukonga fe by force yo inchwa chilandira file tie na nguta wachitukana na nguta wachilande fyashani bayisaba kusenda. So mwantu bakwaleze sentu isula menso etulingiro kulolera bekese tropolajo isula menso. Just open your eyes where you are and look at what is happening in your country, because this is your country and we are talking about your future. How are you going to be? Who are you going to be? What are you going to be in the next 5 years or 10 years? Ukabashani. And you just want to be staying like that. You just want to be led all the time by these people who don't care about your future. And you think this is okay? No, debt restructuring, never start debt restructuring. You don't even know what it means. Youth.
all those old people means well, please stand with us and support us. Let us support this Makebi Zulu who has come. This young person with wisdom. Umuntu wishibe for aresta. Umuntu wishibe kwenga tutwala, not umuntu abafatale kwashimbe tuangasha twalo kwa twalo. The time is now. Ngatatubomfisha mano lero. Ishchapa twairufi. And total I'll talk some
Thank you, Vanan Kanevarun. That madam's statement to say give akaindech the next 5 years. Umuntu na afirwa nishi na afirwa bamwena fepa kwamba pale peni. 5 years does she want to see us all dead?
Yomwalanda bapisi muneira ndanda inyanjebere. Umuntu ichipuba. Nangufe ichipuba nga nachika la panshi. Bachimwena kuntampulo sha festi. Nga chai machambo kwenda mwana cha chipu chambo kwendechi. Nangu tachaenda fe intempulo sha. Fe intempulo sha festi shikili mama sa chipu bechi. So don't wait for that person to walk at first end of distance after hapo mwana chipa ija mwebele iwe ikarapa. So if you are at first we've seen to say he has failed and he can't do anything. You are failed.
He's a failure. He has failed, lamentably failed. He's politically impotent.
Yeah. And you know, ndaseka sana wa aki abakuloto wakwata wa mu Zambia, to be honest, because I always think about this. Abakuloto wakwata bali kuntaisha bakavindere
bakavindere mwali bamonefe balandire this week inenali papa na chabe ne ababene bakavindere mwabafunishe kuisa lesa bakavindere mwabafunishe kuisa
because you know abantu nge bali kuntaisha kupoke chalo buntungo 1991 ngara topoke
nena
tefanga sense video for
ba Franklin murenje bati chibokoro mwali mufakora beta chibokoro right
from
what do you think you would be?
You know bakavindere bali kwete kona meaning. Abantu balachinja pe ba PC moon people change. Not pokerera beni ba daughter of Zion ba Reynolds na ba Peter tupele ko chance. Ba daughter of Zion mulefo kulanda.
Refused to change.
Pandu ba never smumba bali kububi nomba bali kubusuma baya kububi. Ile bali kuli Zambia shall be saved. That's when we are never back with the mission. Nomba koko baya ba never. I don't know where he's headed. I don't know. Let's say we shibe. But daughter of Zion, if you are not ready, by Reynolds, you can come in. Welcome, Reynolds. Good to have you. Our Peter Ngulubi, I think, is a new face on our platform. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Auntie Pumi. Thank you so much. I'm really following. It's really sad that, you know, our country is at this point where Natukwata Uteko, that is extremely against the youth, and then the youth are being deceived to think that they are for them, even when everything has shown to say Ababantu, they are just for themselves. And I totally agree with my brother PC Moon, because Abantu Amrodijaba, we are so tired and sick and tired. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired of them. You know, Akainde, I salan that, no, I'm trying to bring in the Bill 7 so I can bring in women and youths. But when you look at his appointments, every opportunity that he gets to appoint anyone, I don't know who he thinks is fooling, but the joke's on him, because we can see everything that he's doing. The party nephew alista for my youths. Ngakwata fi opportunity yakupela position alepela makote. Look at what's his name is the finance minister Stumeka Musokotwani. What is being revealed about company? They just form a company They have no profile. They have no trail where they've worked to say they have done these works before successfully. Then you go and get a contract that's worth millions of US dollars. It's very shameful. Babam Rhodesia, they just came to steal, kill, and destroy. What an idea on how to run the country. They don't even have an idea. It's just sickening to see that, these people that we call Wanani Kani Ababa Ichaba, praise singers, the way they support, they have refused to get the truth because of the cheap change money hand to mouth that they are given. Very disgusting. And if you've been a Northern Rhodesia, they were not part of those people that fought independence, get me right. If they were, they wouldn't behave the way they are behaving. It was those people that came after the struggle. Rhodesia days.
Yeah, you are right, my brother, because the time Zambia was gaining its independence, Adina 3 years, so he didn't fight for independence.
He's nowhere near anything called patriotism. Ale ya fya mabisi ukona magamba, ale isanga alimpanga ale ya mangomba. You see the smile from left to right. You think, what is wrong with this person?
I know.
I'm just looking at him. I'm like,
but you know what we are Reynolds. But no problem. You have to I think
that even now he's really struck by the white skin. He can't think straight whenever he sees anybody who's white, even if they are students. Last time he started telling them about investment, I was really shocked.
Imagine almost of yes.
I never asked students about as if they're investors. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, what? Doesn't he understand these are students? No investments in you investors. I was like, oh my Jesus, my God. Iriala ndire kambwiri ukulando kutira. Lesa. Nikwisa mwamufumira edgalungu. Yafuire okubika palinani kane uyuwine twakwata nombapa. And Akainde, you made a very big mistake to try and warn us to say that you will extradite us. Because you know what? If we'll make sure that you are out. Whatever it is that you will try, wala pirikita wala chitafiri fyonsepo wala kwayata watu nukule. We are not your children. We are not born with you. And you, because you have failed, you have no idea on what governance is. You think that, gagging, trying to bring the Museveni laws here and trying to do whatever it is that you can, that you think you can intimidate us, forget it. Wala fumapo and you will go faster than you came. Some of us are not intimidated. It's better you kill us. But keeping quiet, we will not. Because we are not cowards like you. Any person that speaks, you want to use power. It's like you are 25 years old, and then a 7-year-old is scaring you, and you want to fight with them using your full strength. That's a goddamn coward. It's not a goddamn coward. Go and fight your own size. Fight the
Pick
economy.
on your own size. Yes. Pick on your own size and type.
Yes.
You start picking on, like the same thing of Esther Lungu. You know, you pick on a widow and send the whole government machinery on a poor widow. Up to now,
Man, you can never outperform Edgar Lungu. You can never outperform him in any way, no matter however you try in your sphere, your full strength. You can never, because you can never amount up to his brain, his mental dexterity, his wisdom. You are nothing close. You can never come close. It just dusts you off his chest, his shoulder. It pains you, and you have incarcerated his body because you are a coward. You cannot run a country on narratives. If a narrative, if in Banga sense it's not trickling down to the common man and citizen, all you want to do is you go and if you think you bring a whiteboard here and you say, no, you know, we are making progress, you're making progress, people are sleeping hungry, then what are you doing? When we talk about it, no. No,
Imagine. No.
A person who thinks straight, a person who is sane and normal, you cannot go and send agents to go to Zimbabwe and go and get a person like why me, who is a mental patient. That tells us that you are at the same level with his level of thinking. Because somebody can just tell to say, I can help you. When is he coming to Zambia? When he comes to Zambia, please, don't harass him. He doesn't need no harassment. Just make sure that Musende, I think maybe Wamtualiko Chainama, to assess him and check. Because either way, the boy must be. What do you do? But the boy, because he was saying something sense, even in his insanity, because you don't want truth. Even if what those idiots that follow you like Amarunshipapa Nanikania. But they say anything that you say, anything that you do, even if it's wrong, no, I think he's right. No, it must be right, then it must be right. We are not idiots like that. Not everyone in Zambia is an idiot. We are not going to follow foolishly like a fly that follows the corpse to the grave. If a corpse goes to the grave and the fly follows it, that fly has charted its own destiny. But us as Zambians, as long as you were born in Zambia in Wengwa, Wembera Ngombe, okay? We are not going to be scared because you have the instruments of power now. As we speak within the bounds of the law and within our human rights and our constitutional rights to defend the constitution of the nation of Zambia. Now he has gone too much, this guy. Wayakuli Mundugire, Wayakuli Balubinda. Now it's Brebna Changala. The law of double jeopardy, which is not even a law, it's illegal. You cannot try the same case twice. What did you do to Rina? You did the same thing. A case he's been acquitted just because you've come in, you hear no, he's PF president. No, we have to reopen the case. A case that was acquitted. You've got a lot of cases to answer, my friend. A lot of cases to answer. That you will go scot-free. What you had in there where Mukobeko was nothing. Look at the people that you've incarcerated. If people try and leave you, he himself, Makebi Zulu, when he becomes president, I will be part of that commission of inquiry. And I will make sure that you never see any daylight of freedom. Get it from me. Extradite me, kill me,
But even if I do not, but you will not. Because whatever the case, you will definitely go in. This one, people that baby you and tell you, oh, because you've got immunity. The cases that you have committed, akainde ichilema, you will go in, you will bust prison wide open without even thinking about it. That is your destiny. You cannot try and create Zambia and transcend it to try and transition it into dictatorship. Zambia is a democracy. That's a treasonous case. So many people are scared of you. But you are not God. Not to me, not to anybody. I think that a lot of people cannot speak to you like this, but I speak to you within the confines of the law. As long as you have committed these cases, you are definitely going in. I raise my case.
Thank you. Powerful submission there.